Recording in progress.
Hi everyone, this is my final project of the 5 activities. I made it into a PowerPoint, so let me show you that. So I'm going to screen share. Let me. So this is my final project by Solana Binger by me. My first activity would be everyone has feelings. So my target age is 5 and 6-year-olds who are in kindergarten. And we would show our feelings. So I would use construction paper, colored crayons, and scissors. So I'd have them cut a circle in the construction paper with the scissors and draw their faces of what they're feeling in that moment. Either they're happy, excited, embarrassed, sad, angry, whatever they're feeling. And then have them talk about their feelings and what they are feeling in that moment as well. If we do not have the time to do this little art. I would also, as a student teacher in my last class, we had a chart that had all their feelings. So I'd had each student choose two. So sometimes, one student would choose, I'm very happy and excited. Then I would ask, why are you happy? And they'd be like, well, I'm happy that I had this for breakfast. And I'm like, okay, that's amazing. Why are you excited? Well, I'm excited to be at school and see my friends and come here and play and learn. And I'm like, okay. Then I have the next one, and we would talk about the next person's feelings. Well, sometimes they feel sad and angry. Why are you feeling sad? Well, because my dad is out of town for work. Oh, okay. Well, why are we feeling angry? Well, I was playing my Nintendo this morning, and my brother came over and ripped it out of my hands. And that's why I'm still angry. So then we talk about, well, your dad's not gonna be gone for that long. He will come back. And you'll be happy to see him again, and you'll be excited to see him. Right now you may feel sad, and that's okay to feel sad. And we would talk about why he's feeling angry. Well, I would too feel angry if somebody ripped something out of my hand too. And talking about like, well, maybe you should talk to your brother and tell him that wasn't nice to rip that out of my hands. You should have asked me if I was done using it or if you can have a turn. And talk about that with your brother and everything. And so just giving them ideas and knowing it's okay to be angry, it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be happy, excited, embarrassed. All your feelings is normal and it's okay to express them and tell them that you're feeling this way. It's a really good thing to do. My second activity would be everyone is loved and capable of love. And again, my target audience is 4, 6, and 5, who are kindergartners. Everybody is loved and everybody is capable of showing love with each other. There's a book called Love Is. And this book is about a little girl who lives in the city and she's walking through a park and she finds a little duckling who's about to walk in the middle of a city street. She goes and picks up the little duckling and takes it home with her, and she learns so much about love and sharing love to this little duckling. But she does soon have to release this duckling because the duckling's getting bigger. And so she puts it back in the park, and so she goes home, and for weeks she just thinks about this duckling. And is like, I'm wondering if this duckling even loves me. I love the duckling, and I want to be there and take care of her. But the duckling still loved me. So one day she goes back out to the park and she finds the duckling, and the duckling remembers her. And now the duckling is so big and grown up that she's a mom now. And so she finds out about learning how to love this duckling, and this duckling loves her. And so it talks about how she is capable to love the duckling, and the duckling was capable to love her. And I would want that my students to know how to love each other and know that everybody else loves them too, and they are capable to be loved and they are capable to love one another. either that means like my mom and dad and stepmom and stepdad and grandma and grandpa and great grandma and great grandpa and aunts and uncles and cousins and sisters and brothers and nieces and nephews and friends, and just let them know that everybody is capable to love and they are capable to be loved by others. Um, and teaching them that. Another thing would be respectful and kind to one another. The target age group would be 5 and 6 kindergartners, and to learn to be respectful to each other and how to be kind to one another. So I have a game that I would use, which is called Monkey See, Monkey Do. So I would show by how showing how to be respectful to one student and showing how to be kind to the student, and then having that student go to another student to show respect and be respectful, and then show the kindness to the next student, and then do it all around my whole classroom. Will do it to each other, being respectful and sharing and being kind to one another. And then another thing I could do is read a book and talk about being respectful and being kind. My activity 4 would be people have different skin colors. And that is for 5 and 6 kindergartners. And the reason why I wanted to do this activity actually is I find it very important to me. So, teaching the students that it's all right to have different skin color, it makes us unique and different from one another. And it's amazing. It's an amazing thing to do and to be different. And the book I would read to them is called Happy in Your Skin Is Rava Different? And Rava is a little boy from India, and his family had decided to move to the United States, and he has just a unique skin color from most of his students at school. And so Rava learns how to love himself and love his skin color and where he comes from. And for me, that's important to show to my students and talk about to my students. Is it'd be very boring if we all had one color of skin color and just were made in one certain way and talked in one certain way and learned in one certain way and just be basically the same person, just copied. That'd be very boring. That'd be a very, very boring life. I really think it's amazing that we're all different and unique. Some have freckles, some do not. Some have darker skin, some have lighter skin. That's amazing. I would just think it would be very boring if we all had the same skin color and just were the same person. Very boring in our world. Talking about why we have different skin colors and why that's amazing and awesome. It is amazing and awesome why we have different skin colors, you know? My last and final activity would be working together and helping one another. And I did my target age for 5 to 6, and my target grade is kindergarten. Teaching my students how to work together and help each other in the classroom and outside the classroom. It's important to teach that inside the classroom, but it's important for them to carry that outside the classroom, that maybe some student they don't know is needing help, they can go help them. Or if another student needs help working with something, like getting up on the monkey bars, they can work together to get up on the monkey bars. Or go down the slide, or whatever they are needing to work together. I want them to do that also outside of the classroom and not just inside the classroom. Either that means with their special activities, curriculum activities, doing working there. So I had a book called The Juicebox Bully, and The Juicebox Bully is a good book. It does talk about bullies, and this bully is named Peter, who has moved to the school, and he's very mean to all the other students. But the students talk about this promise, and the promise is you promise not to harm one another and not to be rude to one another and be kind to one another and help each other out. And with this book, it teaches these students that it's okay to stand up against your bullies and work together on standing up and helping each other when one's being bullied to help the bully or the bullier to not be bullied anymore and standing up against that bully. So I really like this book. Talking about what they think working together means to them. I would want my students to tell me what they think working together means and helping one another means. And I want them to be creative and tell me what they think. So that is my end of my presentation. Thank you for watching my final presentation. Let me stop my screen. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed my presentation.